Audiobooks. You either love them or you hate them. And up until recently, I fell solidly in the hate them camp. Welcome back to Spill the Ink with the Bookmark Bulletin, your favorite corner of the internet where books don't just sit pretty on shelves, they practically jump off those shelves with stories to spill. I'm Faith, your caffeine-fueled curator of chaotic reads, bizarre plot twists, and the occasional literary meltdown. From forgotten paperbacks to hyped up hardcovers, I'll be dissecting pages with questionable opinions, wild theories, and an unapologetic love for the smell of old books. So grab your beverage of choice, maybe a highlighter you'll never use, and let's dive into today's bookish mayhem. I grew up listening to Adventures in Odyssey, Magic Treehouse audiobooks from Wendy's Kids Meals, and Focus on the Family Radio Theater. You'd think that audiobooks would be the next step down the rabbit hole. And for an instant in 2020, it was. During COVID, for a college class, I was writing a paper about the death penalty and wrongful convictions. My dad had gotten a copy of Just Mercy, written and narrated by Brian Stevenson, and he figured I would appreciate it, being adjacent to my research and all. And I did. Up until this point, most of the nonfiction I read was related to World War II. And Just Mercy challenged me in ways I didn't expect. That spring and summer, I listened to it probably 7 or 8 times. Remember, COVID, lockdown, I had nothing else going on. Not to mention the 1 or 2 times that I read the ebook. And then I headed off to college and I discovered true crime podcasts. I quickly learned that I no longer had time to just sit and listen. And listening while doing other things led to me missing chunks of information. So I never went back to audiobooks. I was worried that I would miss key information because I was distracted. Fast forward to 2024 and the start of the Bookmark Bulletin. I quickly realized that audiobooks would be a great way to pass my 20-minute drive to and from work. The only flaw in my plan was my need to take notes while I was reading, so I scrapped the audiobook idea until June. I discovered June was Audiobook Appreciation Month, and frankly, I was disappointed. I didn't want to read an audiobook, but I heard about the Charity Shop Detective Agency by Peter Boland, and I figured, why not? Might as well give it a shot. I started listening, and I was pleasantly surprised. It is funny, and it keeps my attention way better than I expected. One final problem: a 20-minute drive has proved to be nowhere near long enough. Most days, I'll be on the phone with my best friend during my commute, and occasional 20-minute chunks don't add up to a 10 and a half hour audiobook very quickly. I'm only halfway through and I'm dying to know what's going to happen. So, Olivia and the other people that are on my drive home phone call list, if you quit hearing from me quite so frequently, it's because I'm trying to finish this book before it returns to Hoopla. And audiobooks. I wouldn't say I love them yet, but I'm swiftly heading in that direction. The Charity Shop Detective Agency has been a great reintroduction with laugh out loud moments, entertaining characters, and a fantastic narrator. Up next, I'll probably listen to Amazon's Alibis collection that's available with Kindle Unlimited and Prime, but after that, who knows? So if any of you have any recommendations, let me know. My only requirements are a good narrator and no slow-paced plots. And that's a wrap on this chapter. If your TBR pile isn't teetering yet, did I even do my job? Hit that like button like a plot twist you never saw coming. Subscribe for more literary shenanigans. And remember, T is for scandals, ink is for reading while driving. Spill accordingly. Stay curious, stay quirky, and I'll see you between the lines.